Hey guys, how's it going? Ugh, man, I'm just having so much trouble with this editing software today. Sorry about that. Anyways, I just want to make this tutorial today. I got it working last night for myself on a separate machine, so this tutorial is going to be a little bit ad hoc because I haven't done it on the same machine, but I don't think I'll run into any issues, I hope. So yeah, yesterday we went ahead and we installed the Tezos node. So today we're going to go ahead and we are going to basically install Docker and Docker Compose. And I went ahead and before this tutorial started, I went ahead and registered a subdomain for Cryptstar so that we can go ahead and just use that as the Tezos node domain. So we can have SSL encryption, but basically it makes sure that like a sort of a handshake between you and the endpoint, making sure there's no man in the middle to go ahead and fake being your Tezos node, and they can try and steal your private key or get your transactions or something like that. I think Quipu or Madfish, they had to do this to go ahead and like work with the I don't know, to what do you call it, to just stay up to date with the security standards. They were having a security audit, so they said that they needed to go ahead and add this feature to the wallet, which it makes sense if we want Tezos to be really secure. It makes sense to me. So I'm just kind of gotta roll with the punches here. Sorry if my video is kind of choppy. It looks like it's extremely choppy right now. Jesus. Jesus. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, cool. If I go ahead and just view myself live streaming here. It's working. Okay, I think it's working. I don't know. Oh, I can't view my chat room. Here it is. Cool. Okay, I'll type in the chat room. Hello. Hello, world. Looks like no one's watching anyway, so no big deal. Let's go ahead and switch over to the desktop, mini-me and desktop. Actually, let's just do the display only is fine. So let me see. Okay, there we go. So I have the desktop open here, and I actually went ahead and I started the node. So you can see here that the node's going. It's not quite synced yet. For some reason, it stopped last night. Maybe I think I hit Control C before I quit anyways. So it did stop sometime in the night. So it needs to sync again, but it can do that while we install Docker and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and install Docker now. And what we'll do, go ahead and install Docker. Install apt get install Docker. And it's gonna ask me to do sudo. So oops. Sudo apt get install Docker. Okay, so type in your password. Installing Docker. Yes. Now after this, you have to install Docker Compose. On Ubuntu. There we go. Looks like it's already Docker installed already. So how do you install Docker Compose? I'm just kind of Googling it right now. So it's pretty simple. You just kind of copy and paste. I just Googled it and then install Docker Compose. Just basically just open up this page, digitalocean.com. Yeah, oops. digitalocean.com. So basically just copy and paste this digitalocean.com. It's a pretty reliable source. Copy and paste that. Okay. And you want to make sure that you give it proper permissions. And then you should be able to see what Docker version you have. Looks like it's working properly. Cool. So now you are officially We've officially installed Docker Compose. And so let's go ahead and start a new screen session. And that's screen S, and we can use swag. And swag is the Docker build we're going to use for this. Okay, I actually went ahead and I created a Docker Compose file for us. It basically uses an internal network, a subnet of 10.2.0.26. And then they also have a reverse proxy network. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. You could probably just keep that the same as me. Yep. So this is the bridge network. It basically connects this to a real network. And then I went ahead from our last conversation, or sorry, our last okay, from our last YouTube video, we used this command right here, localhost. And if anybody notices something wrong with this, I noticed you have to allow all connections or else certain apps can't connect, but maybe Madfish changed this. I'm not sure. So if you notice something wrong with my command, please let me know in the comments. But it does work fine. So this right here, and then every time you go ahead and restart your computer, you're gonna have to export the runtime to your temp folder. So anyways, let's go ahead and start the new screen session with swag. Okay, and I'm gonna call a folder, and we're gonna call it Docker. Okay, and then what I want to do here is I'm gonna go ahead and make a Docker compose file. So nano docker-compose.yml, and all we have to do there, basically just copy this thing that I made. Should be fine right here. Okay. And oh, sorry, I just copied too much. Right. I'm gonna redo that just a second. It was just this one right here. Okay, just this thing right here, and copy and paste that. And then from here, let me see. So from here, I wanted to make a folder. I can't remember if I'm in the Docker folder or not. I think I'm in the Docker folder. Anyways, it's gonna save your configuration right here. That's fine. Okay. So excuse me. Anyways, this should work. I think you only need to open up port 443. I don't think you need port 80. But actually, I have port 80 closed on the firewall, so I'm gonna test that out and see if it works. Like I said, this is the first time doing this on my computer, so we have to have it make the folder first. Docker compose up. Okay, I figured there was something wrong. My god, something is wrong with this apparently. Subdomain. I feel like this is the wrong. I have a feeling that it had the wrong font when I edited it. Oh my gosh, where's all this stuff? Of course, we're having errors. File not found error? I'm not ready for this. Sorry, I'm kind of sleepy today. So I should have moved it into Docker. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so yeah. I'm too sleepy today. Okay, so what did I do wrong? What is this wrong with this, apparently? Let's go ahead and just make these folders just in case. Oh, I think I have to add the users to the Docker user, sorry. I think I have to add the user to the Docker group, sorry. Let me just do that real quick. That might be what's wrong. And let's try this one. Okay, let's try this again. And the D is just so that you don't have to watch all the file not found error. I'm just gonna Google that real quick. Oh, maybe I have to exit. su root. Let me just try and exit and then come back in as the user. That I might have to log out and log back in. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so I just exited as a user. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna correct. Oops. I'm gonna correct. Oops. No, I'm sorry. Ugh. There we go. I'm gonna kill the window. Then I'm going to exit. Then I'm going to get into there we go. Then I'm going to go ahead and screen S Docker. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and join cd to Docker, and then screen S swag. I just like the name swag. It's one of my favorite things about this. Am I sad? Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead, and after this, we want to go ahead and Docker compose up again. Let's try this sudo. No, it's still having an issue. That wasn't the problem. Looks like there's no Docker command installed. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try installing Docker again. For some reason, it didn't seem to work. Oh, that's right. Okay. It looks like this guy has the same issue, so I'll just install it, and then maybe you have to reboot, and then it should work. Yeah. Okay. Really? Do I really have to reboot? Oh. Okay. There we go. Wow. Actually got it to work. Didn't think that was gonna actually work. Oh my gosh. God, I have no faith in my own skills. Woohoo! Okay. From there, actually, we just have to basically turn this off anyway. So let me go ahead and add this to the this page I ran into. If you're having this issue with the Docker, I will add this to the page right now. Okay, so it looks like it's all done. So now we should have this thing called swag config, right? I don't know. Cd swag. Okay. And then look, you see the swag config there? So yeah, it looks like I accidentally messed up the. Man. So it looks like I messed that up. So basically, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go into. Let me go ahead and copy and paste this in. Debian, troubleshooting Debian. So if you're using Debian, this is the issue. I just put that link in the description. Okay, so now from there we want to go ahead and let me see, Docker swag config. Wow, I'm just like so lost right now. Cd swag, and /swag config. So I did just turn off all the Docker images. I just wanted to put the initial what do you call it, config files and everything in there. But we actually right now we have to do two things. I think just two things. I might have to troubleshoot a bit more, but I think it's just two things. We need to go ahead and edit the subdomain configuration, and I think that's all we have to do. So we just started the Docker, right here, and then we just started this, right? And then now we have to actually add this information. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to cd nginx. We're going to go to the nginx folder and go to cd proxy configs. And then we're going to make a new one. So we're just going to make a new one of these things, a new subdomain. Then we're going to go to here and go ahead and just copy this. Boom. And then, okay, so it looks like the upstream prototype is going to be HTTP, right? Because that's running, that's the local host or whatever, right? And then looks like Tezos mainnet. I went ahead and I configured my DNS. Let me see if I can show you guys my configuration for my DNS. So I did configure my DNS server. This is the DNS configuration on Cloudflare, okay? So Cloudflare, I went ahead and turned on the proxy for Cloudflare as well, just to hide the IP as extra, defense. And then I called it the subdomain Tezos mainnet. So here I have Tezos mainnet as the subdomain, right? And then that's all attached to cryptstar.com, okay? So what I can do now is just go ahead and this should be fine just the way it is, I think. I went ahead and restarted my server and just opened up localhost on the node. So that should be fine. No, shoot. Okay. Looks like I have to. Thing I don't like. Oh. I guess I have to do sudo on this. I don't want to, but you can actually configure the user on this stuff so that you don't have to use sudo. You can add the user to the same user as swag is, but I'm not gonna mess around with that right now. Not worth it for this tutorial. But if you want to have the same permissions as the Docker user, you can do that as well. I don't know if that's best practice security. I never went to IT school, so I don't really know all that much about best practice. So just ask my senpai or Google it. But and for this tutorial, it's just gonna set this up. So let me see. Let me go ahead and just start a new screen session. So I just say Control AC, which actually opens up a new screen session. Oh, sorry, I think yeah. Screen ls. Should say I'm attached to swag right now. I think I'm attached to swag. So Docker's attached to for some reason. But anyways, okay. Screen d docker. Screen or docker. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and let's kill Docker. Okay. Okay, I think I'm in the. I think I'm in the screen. The swag screen right now. I'm pretty sure I'm in the swag screen. So let's go ahead and start a new window. Okay, so I hit Control C. That should put me in a new window. So gosh, I'm so lost in my own. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this. Okay, I should only have 2 screens now, right? Wait, what? Sorry it's taking so long. Kind of like. Okay, I'm gonna just use this. I'm just gonna use the Docker screen right now. Let's go ahead and delete swag. So screen R swag. Then we're gonna go ahead and just delete this. So now we only have 2. Okay. So now we should be able to go screen R Docker. Go ahead and create an cd. I just opened up open up a separate terminal window in the same session. So I'm gonna go cd into Docker, ls, and I'm gonna go ahead and go Docker compose up d. Hopefully this works. Docker compose up force recreate. Now I'm not sure if this is gonna work. I think there was one more setting I have to do. Oh, okay. I see. So it looks like I have to do some sort of Cloudflare configuration. So I thought there was something else I had to do. So let's go ahead and just go cd into that folder. And I'm not going to actually show you guys this one, but oh, cd docker /swag /swag big slash oh okay. cd docker. Oh, we're in Docker. That's why. cd swag cd swag config. Okay, so now we should be config and then ls the cd dns. Okay, cd config. Okay, cd dns config. So there should be a cloudflare.ini. Let's go ahead and nano cloudflare.ini. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this offline real quick. I'm gonna put in my Cloudflare credentials. In just a second. Did not. Oh, whoops. I did not realize. So I haven't done this in a long time. So this is actually doing it from scratch just because I want to make sure that everyone who follows this can like know exactly what to do using the tutorial that I used before. So just a second, I will go ahead and I think I named it something else. Spy config, that's right. DNS big this. So now what I'm going to do, oops. So what I'm gonna do, I'm deleting the old cloudflare.ani, and then I'm gonna just gonna nano into it again and copy my configuration I have at home. Okay. And clean. Okay. I went ahead and did that, and I went ahead and cleared it so that I don't accidentally show you guys during the live stream. Okay, this should work. Yeah. Let's see if this works. If it works, I can find out pretty fast. I'll just build. It looks like it's working. So the reason you want to do this through a reverse proxy is that way you don't have to worry about the credentials yourself. Looks like it just worked. So the server is ready. So now technically we could go to, was it Tezos mainnet.cryptstar? Oh, and we should see like some Nginx thing, maybe? Maybe. If this works properly. Looks like it's maybe not working. Let's go to settings. I'm gonna try and just look and see if the network's working at least. Docker network. Oh, Cloudflare's not working. Oh, I see. Might be a Cloudflare issue. Let's see. Let's try turning off the proxy. I'm trying to turn the proxy off. What the proxy is that thing I showed you earlier. Connection timed out. There's a host error. Okay. I'm going to try opening up the firewall for port 443 and see if that's the issue. Okay. It says the container isn't running. What? Why isn't the container running? That doesn't make any sense. This service is ready. Sucks. Okay. Gracefully stopping. Oh, it looks like it's working. Okay, so UF, I'm going to try and open up the firewall. The SSL connection port is a port 443. Oh, looks like the rule wasn't added, so it might have been blocking port 443. Possible. So let's go ahead and try this again. Although if it was blocking, it wouldn't have worked before. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and try a different idea. Let's go ahead and start the node with. Sometimes this node can be really funky, so. And I don't think it's the node issue, honestly, but. I could bind it just to. I'll try binding it to the own what I did at home was I just bound it to the address. Well, localhost should be fine, but let's see. Oopsies. You know, I think it's fine. I think it should work with localhost. Just run with localhost. I think there's another step I'm missing. I think there's an extra step to setting up swag. Setting up. I'm gonna Google it real quick. Let me check my notes. Maybe I had something from before. Oh, I think there's something I have to. Oh man, okay. I think I have to include the proxy configuration in the main configuration for swag is the issue that I'm having. I think. So let's go. Let's go ahead and check that out. Um, let's check out the swag setup for reverse proxy. I believe there's another one. Ugh, that sucks. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if it works. I think it's not gonna work, but it'll work. So if it works, you should see like a Cloudflare, like a swag, or sorry, it's the swag page. So swag setup. It looks like the validation wildcards seem to work. Maybe I have to open up port 80. Let me just try that real quick. For the initial configuration, yeah. So I'll just go ahead and go to the firewall. I'm just going to the firewall settings right now on my page, and I'm gonna open up port 80 just to see if that helps. Okay, so we got 80443 is open. Should be good. Go ahead and run this again. It should be working here. Bad gateway. Well, let me see. Maybe my DNS isn't propagated. Let me see. Looks like it's propagated properly, so that's not the issue. So what I did was I just checked it right here. You can see it looks like it's propagated everywhere. So Tezos mainnet or crypts.com. So it should be fine there. So this is all the troubleshooting crap you have to do when you go less encrypt in Docker. Okay. New window. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just checking to see exactly what I did before to do this. I don't remember what exactly I did here. I think. Just looking at my Nginx configuration right now. Let me just try. Let me see. Let's see. Google this real quick. Let me make sure that my DNS configuration proxied. I spelled everything correctly. It's very important. Okay. See if this works. The host error. That's interesting. See if I can connect just with the. I just connect with the thing. 480. Okay, so it looks like HTTPS for some reason the looks like it's, so you can see here kind of welcome to your swag instance. So I went straight to the port and it says connection not secure. More information to say. This website does not encrypted. Connection encrypted. Oh man. Verified by Let's Encrypt. It looks like it's working. So why is encrypt not working? Weird. Sure. Does anybody else know how to fix this issue? It's like one person watching. Tezos mainnet.cryptstar.com. Look, everything is working. Hmm. Okay. View the browser. Please try again in a few minutes. It says the host has an error. Why is the host? I'm gonna try one more thing. Okay, I'm gonna try and see if maybe I deleted some of that configure. Oh, such a pain. Gosh. Oh. No. Let's try it one more time. Docker-compose. I think this has anything to do with it, but try. Time zone. The time zone shouldn't be Asia though. Oh, it is, but that thing is in Tokyo, I think. Greenwich. Okay, let's try this. And let's see if that works. Bad gateway. That is a better sign, actually. Doc. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. It says bad gateway. Maybe that's a good thing. Well, maybe I can connect to the. Let me see if this works now. So it looks like I just changed the IP addresses for the Docker image, and it seemed to work. So I'm gonna try and connect to the networks. Maybe it just took time. Maybe it could have been that. So either way, not sure honestly. Networks. Let's try and add it. Docker network. Do not get chain ID. This is bad gateway. Hmm. I wonder if I can reinforce the. It looks like it's still having issues. So ls dd swag dd Swag config ls, and then I'm gonna go ahead and remove Docker Docker. Okay. Docker compose down. Okay. I'm gonna remove the keys. Try getting a new key. See if it works. Sudo cd. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have some issues. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and do this again. Okay, so I'm gonna have to edit the credentials again. I'm gonna have to edit the credentials again. Just a second, let me edit the credentials again real quick. Oh. I'm just gonna set it back to the okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the swag. Okay, maybe that'll work. Yeah, we're still getting bad gateway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just change everything to my new idea. Okay. CD swag big nginx else cd nginx cd proxy this and Tezos node subdomain. I'm gonna try and change. I'm just gonna change this nano sudo nano fuck damn it sudo nano okay, I'm just gonna change this password to be my IP address, and then I'll set it to my IP address. I don't think it matters because I'm blocking all the ports anyway, so. And now I'm gonna go into the node. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put in the IP address. It might be that this didn't work. I don't know if this is the problem or not, but and go back to localhost. I'll wait again. Try this again. I'm just gonna try binding it to the actual IP address and see if that works. Maybe it's just this being bum. And then Docker compose up D. And let's see if this works. Okay. So I had the configuration wrong. There's an extra semicolon here. Of course. There, I'll try this again. Let's see if this works. We now have an error still, or I don't know. Oh, it's now showing a blank screen. I don't know what that means. You can see there's a blank screen. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing or an okay thing, but we will try now to connect to the node. We'll try. My profile's at. Profile. This is in use with another application. Oh, here it is. Okay. Ooh, let's. This isn't right. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and do it from here. Go here, add my test account. See if this works. Settings, network. Looks like it worked. Yay! Congratulations. Okay, guys, so it looks like the main issue was to go ahead. Let me go ahead and check. Let's go ahead and do a chess transaction. So let's go ahead and send. I only have one account. I only have one account. Anybody in the chat room? Anybody watching? No, nobody's watching. All right. Anyways, well, that's the end of the tutorial. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and hit me up. In the end, basically the issue was you can't lock it to localhost. You had to lock it to an IP address. Maybe you can lock it to 127.0.0.1, but it's quite possible that that won't work as well. Anyways, thank you all for viewing, and I will see you all next time.